Hey, we're live. How is everybody doing today? And so anyhow, we're just getting everything all set up here. And we go live. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hey, we're live twice. And so anyhow, you can tell, you can see in the background how I'm getting everything all set up. And I have been on for a while. Also, too, guys, I've been away with also too. Last weekend we had the big village Wyerton Rotary Village Fair, which was a big success this year, like it always is. And so anyhow, I was helping out with that, and with setup, takedown, and everything else like that. And so there was a couple times you noticed that I did go live at the fair a couple times, and so that way took the inside of the Wyerton Rotary Village Fair. Now we do have another one coming up for the fall that I think I do know that the road might be actually be Rotary that's doing it. Usually fall fair has a part in it anyways. I don't know if they're actually running this one, but has a part in it anyways. So again, only thing is with the fall fair is different than the summer August Civic Holiday Weekend Fair. The fall fair contains no midway. It is all like farm horse hay rides and farm displays and that kind of stuff. So again, there's probably going to be the corn booth again, probably if I'm not mistaken, and that for the fall fair. So the odd few things you might have seen at the summer fair, a little less stuff that they take out for the fall fair, but and then in the springtime of 2019 is the big Maple Magic Weekend, which is the maple syrup sugar bush out at the Oak Farm. So that's quite interesting weekend as well. And so next summer of 2019, the Wyerton Rotary August Civic Holiday Weekend Fair that just passed will be back in August. In June of next year will be Amazing Race. And usually on the fair weekend, which is the first weekend of August, is usually the Shore to Shore Run, which is a marathon that goes on for that Rotary is a part of as well. And so that'll be all picking up again next year, next summer. But the only thing basically we have left coming up is basically for the probably be the fall fair, and that kind of thing. So back to our regular meetings and that every Thursday night. So again, like I said, that is going to be quite interesting, and I'm also looking forward to helping out again next year. And so anyhow, and that, but probably be taken in signing up and be helping out at the Amazing Race and the all the summer festivities again next summer. The ones that Rotary is doing, and that kind of like so again, it'll be. That'll be a success. And then also too, there's the Rotary golf tournament coming up in August of this year on the 16th. So so again, we're always keeping busy. You're going somewhere. The shelter, I do know that the shelter box display will not be there next year in 2019. He only comes every 2 years. This year, he's going up to the guy that does the shelter box display, tent displays, and that with the shelter box displays, a Rotary shelter box. He's going out to the Arctic this year, next year, for 2019. So we won't see him till 2020. So he only comes around for the summer Civic Holiday Weekend Fair every 2 years. So Drop the pen lid, but that is okay. I'm always playing with pens. I should be playing with pens and talking at the same time, but that is okay. So again, those are some of the so keep you updated on all that. And so basically for so everybody does know that on top of that, we do have volunteers too at these events. That I also too belong to Friends of Rotary, which is another Rotary group, which is $50 a year and that kind of stuff that I pay into, and so you kind of mix mingle with the actual international guys. And if it's an international night meeting, you go to 10 meetings a year and that kind of stuff, and so again, it is a $20 dinner meeting, and then if they have their socials, it's $10. So plus they sell the 50-50 tickets and that kind of stuff too. So that is basically all not bad. And so that kind of clears. So basically, I'm home for the rest of the summer. Unless I get called and any more stuff comes up. But also just to let everybody too, when we have the big summer, August, the first weekend of August, Civic Holiday Rotary Village Fair. I am the actual fairground keeper at night that actually cleans up the garbage cans and that kind of stuff, and change the bags for the next day while the fair is on. And I do that all weekend, and then the last night of the fair, all the garbage gets cleaned up and put to the back of the bingo tent. And so basically that is my job at the fair. That I like doing, and that other people do other booths and that kind of thing. Also too, I also assist at the birthday game and help run the birthday game and that kind of stuff. Collect the coins, and this year was one of the birthday game callers. Now everybody is different. Just so everybody knows, everybody sounds different on the birthday game microphone. Everybody's got different calling techniques. Some are loud but a bit quieter. Some people are just wild on the microphone. Like the one guy we get, he's so wild when he gets on that microphone. So everybody is different. And then we used to have a guy where he is really can be a lot annoying, but he still draws people in, which is good. So everybody is all different on the microphone, caller at the birthday game and that kind of thing, to kind of draw the birthday game players in, and that kind. So it is actually a fun game when you get into it and that kind of stuff. And so also too, we have October coming up. Well, so far. September coming up, where is probably going to see one more event that Rotary will be helping out at. Be the fall fair with all the farm tools and all the farm animals. Get to watch the farmers actually clean their tools with a can of Coca-Cola. That's what they use the Coke for. They don't drink it. Farmers will not drink Coke. If anything, farmers will drink Pepsi. They won't drink Coke. They actually buy the Coke up to actually wash, or to actually sterilize their farm tools, to wash the rust off their farm tools with, because of all the acid in it. But they don't drink it. If anything a farmer's gonna drink around here is Pepsi or Sprite, 7-Up, or root beer. Other than that, if it comes down to Coke, they only buy up the Coca-Cola at the grocery store just to wash their farm tools and their actual construction tools with, and their big truck shovels with, to get the rust off of everything. It works, but hey, gotta keep them sanitized somehow. So sterilized somehow. But so anyhow, that is update with that. And then also to October, we're back here at the Jokers on Duty studio, and where there's going to be, I am going to go live with on the October the 6th, which is my live big birthday live party social, we'll call it. We're going to go live YouTube. And also too, now that you can actually catch these shows on Dashboard Twitch TV, and so I do have a Twitch account. So they will actually be uploaded to Twitch TV, to Dashboard TV. So that means everything's pre-recorded, and you go live still the same as normal on YouTube or Facebook. And you just download. You open up your Twitch account, and then you just download your live streams, and you actually upload them to Twitch, to Dashboard Twitch TV, which is on Twitch. I have never gone as far as figuring out still yet how to actually go live on Twitch itself. It's a little bit more complicated than Facebook, but and also too, you can share them off to Twitter. So again, it is an upload system. Thanksgiving is our Canadian Thanksgiving is coming up in October too. We were going to take a break, but I think we are going to run a Jokers on Duty show for you. So again, we are going to always keep that on update as well. We started out doing like what you call name shout outs. A lot of people are not comfortable with that for different reasons, so that is to keep that under respect. These shows will not do name shout outs. We tried. There's a few people like my sister that do. Like my older sister loves watching these shows and loves following them, but does not wish to have their name mentioned on here, which is understandable. So we do have to keep that under respect. So if it comes down to like holidays, like Christmas time or whatever, if it does happen to go into a shout out box, it is only going to be like a Christmas card. Like a card format, a paper card format, that it'll say Merry Christmas from Jokers on Duty, that kind of thing. That way there's no names involved, so we don't hit a touchy department. People take things the wrong way, so we just want to keep that all under respect as much as possible. And also too, we also ask that you do keep these shows that you do respect these shows and that kind of stuff. There is some props, like comes Halloween times, you are going to see with the haunted house that is going to be on here. Like I said, if if the haunted house bothers you or whatever like that, you do not have to follow these shows. If you have an issue with strobe lighting, because some of my Halloween shows, I will turn on my strobe lights, especially if it's a haunted house theme. It is going to be all lit up in lights, orange lights, strobe lighting. There's probably going to be possibility of dummies around here too popping up soon. So again, like I said, there will be it'll be pretty soon. We're going to be getting to that time where I am gonna start dolling up the dummies. I decided again I'm going to do the dummies, again, stuffed dummies. There's gonna be some props going up and that kind of stuff. There may be a couple props that may be used for the very first time, but the one prop I use, I do have, because the fact I do have a black cat, I have to keep him out of this room if it is used on here, and that kind of thing, because it's kind of what spooks up the festivity of Halloween. There is going to, I actually have, guys, I have a really cool haunted Halloween mask that I'm going to put on order, that I am going to possessively order for Halloween. So it is a Halloween treat. I'm not going to spoil it. It is in the works. I am also putting in the works for ordering Halloween makeup, so that way Jokers on Duty is going to get into some Halloween makeup where you're going to see me, where I'm going to come on here with my face actually dolled up in makeup, not ladies makeup, but Halloween makeup of different kinds. Just finding a good, just also right now, usually it's going to be do-it-myself type thing, so it's probably going to be crappy looking. I hope it's not. I hope it works out. Other than that, if I had a very cool, had somebody that actually knew how to do the artistry on the face, the presentation of the makeup alone, it'd probably go good like a professional makeup artist. But I kind of working with everything myself here. So again, those are some of the updates that is going to that these shows are you're going to see on these shows and that kind of stuff. So actually, it is also too that the fact that we're not going to take the chance. Usually around Halloween time, a lot of live streamers will showcase horror movies. We are not gonna piss off that bridge if possible. We're not gonna take that risk or chance, because we don't want to be liability getting into a very touchy department, because there's so much copyright out there. We don't want to do anything that is going to upset the Facebook company itself. That is going to create warning notices after warning notices. So again, like I said, we're being what you call very cautious and iffy. So again, a lot of departments, especially when it comes down to Halloween. So basically, even like the last year, we risked sound effects. Now the sound effects went through the actual sound effects guys went through Facebook with no problems. For the haunted house, but again, anything that is sing or actually artistry written with a singer, we are not going to chance on that. So again, we're kind of puzzling it now all together to see how this is going to fit for our haunted house on here, live haunted house. So that way it is going to make it still partially make it lively for you and enjoyable. So again, if we do sound effects, we will have to go to YouTube. That is the only thing. To do the sound effects, we'll have to do that particular show on YouTube. We can't do it on Facebook. Because we usually dollar store sound effects CDs don't really have a copyright to it issue, but again, we a lot of that, because the fact that it is background sounding, we are going to actually we're actually going to converse to YouTube itself for those kind of shows. Other than that, for the haunted house on Facebook, it is going to be more of a quieter show. Hey Dylan, how you doing? So again, we are going to be live on YouTube. We are going to be live on Facebook, and we are going to, which is pre-recording live on YouTube, and it is also going to be, which is now we were doing the live streaming. Like we do the live streaming on Facebook and YouTube, then it is going to be downloaded and then it's going to be uploaded to Twitch Dashboard TV. So again, it will go. So again, the videos will appear on Twitch, just like the carnival, just like the fair weekend videos are actually also too. You can follow me on Twitch. All you have to do is go sign up a Twitch account, and if you don't already have one. And so again, you can follow me on Twitch, and I'm also on Twitter and Instagram. So again, it gives you some options. I'm a kind of all over the place type guy, which is social media. Like MFers is actually conversing through Facebook, through YouTube, onto Instagram, also to Twitter and Twitch. So again, Michael Klotz I don't think has signed up for Twitch yet, but he's working on it. MFers is working on going Twitch as well. So again, just to let you know that my shows are actually also under MFers Media. So which is back to back with the MFers. So technically, I come on, and then 8 o'clock from usually from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. There's been times where I've been on at the same time. I'm live in Wyerton, Ontario, Canada, on the South Bruce Peninsula. Michael Klotz, MFers, is live from Guelph, Ontario. So again, so again, his shows come on. So technically, we're network sharing between both. So basically, we're both on the same network. Jokers on Duty is on the same network as MFers is, so we're kind of working together. So again, they have again, this is not an MFer show, but Mike's is an MFer show. We basically are in live media streaming, which I'm actually connected to MFers because I follow the MFers and SDK Entertainment. So again, basically, we basically connect back and forth. So technically, you know, so again, it keeps Mike's shows going quite strong too. So again, he hasn't had any rap concerts come up yet. For this year, I think he is working on a couple. So far, he's been going on ghost hunts with Spiritual Detectives, which is where did they say they were from now? Levato, Ontario. I can't remember. Levato, Ontario, somewhere around there, which is Haunted Mansion Farm House that they go into. And that kind of stuff, and so actually they go on spooky ghost hunts, which is kind of cool. So I think they have a couple Halloween live Halloween ghost investigation shows starting up. Apparently, I guess Fog TV is still on and going good. I'm not sure what he's up to these days. I guess he's gone a different direction, but he doesn't do MFers anymore. Again, he's gone his own direction. I think he went with Northern. I think they went with Northern Paranormal Spiritual Investigators from the States, which is across in Michigan, Detroit. Which is out of Michigan, Detroit. They go all down through New York City. They cover now Northern Spiritual Paranormal Investigators, Northern Star, I think they're called, and Paranormal Investigators. They've done everything from the actual paranormal investigation from the Amityville house in the States, in Tarrytown, Sleepy Hollow. So again, they've done all through New York, Hudson Bay area, and down through the United States. There is a couple times that they do come on they hook up with some of the Canadian paranormal investigators, and they come across and they hook up together and they get authorization to go into these old homes, historical homes or buildings, or and that kind of thing. There was also a paranormal investigation crew in at the old Guelph prison, I guess a couple years back. I think a couple of years back they went into their abandoned prison and that kind of thing, haunted prison. So again, like I said, because I guess the people that still own it let them go through there and that kind of stuff, and they noticed the doors were opening and shutting by themselves. That's probably why they moved all the inmates out of there and built a new prison. I wouldn't blame them, because they all get going loose and going free, because the ghosts were all letting them out. So again, like I said, so again, they got a new facility or something like that in Guelph, but so there is a lot of interesting stories I've heard, anyways, about that area. So again. But yeah, so I guess the Fog crew is still also, TV crew is still on Facebook. We're going good, I hear, anyways. And they also are also on YouTube, but I think he's going. I think he's moving along. I guess they're connecting with Northern Star paranormal investigators in the States, so they're going totally across the border. So Fog TV. The last time, just by reading up his information on YouTube and on his actual profile, is that he's planning on going north of the United States. So Fog TV is going the other direction. At first, we thought they were going to be locally coming around this direction. They started coming around this direction, but they're going very big, and they're actually going northern, southern of the United States. So they're going down through this. Fog TV, which is Paranormal Hunters of Guelph, is going United States way. So again, they're amalgamating with Northern Star Paranormal Investigation Company investigators, paranormal investigators. So they're going the other way. They're going the Trump way. They're going across the border, south of the border. So again, a lot of their investigations are going that way now. So I guess they're getting very less this way. So again, now spiritual detectives are coming from the northern side, Northern Star investigators. So spiritual detectives are coming up this way. So one's going the other way, the other one's coming up through this way. So again, it all depends which way they're going. Some go east and west. Some will go. So again, it is like the way they put it, is that they have psychics and spiritual investigators on every sides of the compass, north, south, east, and west. So it's whatever direction they're going or coming from. So they're going with every which way. So all over the place. So that is quite cool. So that they're starting to air their own Facebook Live, their own television networks. You know, they're starting to run their own television program, networking. So which is kind of cool stuff to see. And I'm talking about getting a Coke. I'm gonna get myself a Coke. At least I actually drink it. The farmers around here, like I said, they will not drink Coca-Cola. They just buy it to wash the farm tools with. Because that's all it's basically good for. Because other than that, too much of it, rat you got right in. Yeah, so I just wanted to do I just wanted to do an update, and because I have not been on since the fair. And talking about Twitch, somebody just went live on Twitch. Probably Relic the Clown. Oh, by the way, guys, also too, Monday, Omega Mondays, with Relic the Clown, Relic Army. You can catch him on Facebook too, live Monday nights, and then After Dark on Fridays, with Relic the Clown on Facebook Live. He's a comic. Also, he's out of Houston, Texas, which is south of the United States of the border. Again, so is the southern United States, but with Creepy Hollow's Haunted House. Bastion the Vampire is going to be back. Father Bastion the Vampire is going to be back on here too. So again, because we're getting closer to Halloween, we're getting closer to the fall months. So again, they're getting ready for the big vampire ball for October, end of October, and that kind of stuff. So again, he is going to be selling implant fangs, real fangs that denturally they actually implant in your mouth. So some of the cool stuff on there, and also most of the other times you can also catch Relic the Clown on Twitch most of the time. So again, it's fill my glass up. There we go. Didn't spill any on the floor this time. Like I did the last time. And so again, those are some of the updates. Also, to classic slashers of horror you can catch on most nights. He is on here where sometimes he does showcase horror movies, and they have the classic slashers of horror. Chat room is on Facebook Live as well. Scoops the Clown, Really Vodka the Clown, they all come on Facebook. All the clown shows come on Facebook. If you want to learn how to apply Halloween makeup to your face, there's a couple ladies that come on live on Facebook that will show you and teach you how to actually do it yourself. Put Halloween makeup on. There is FX Cosmics comes on, and there's a Spanish lady comes on and teaches you how to do actually full face makeup and that kind of stuff for Halloween parties and that kind of stuff, and how to apply it to your face yourself. So again, those are kind of cool. Also other cool Facebook shows to follow. If you're looking for some cool Facebook TV shows to follow, there's a lot of good ones that come on here. A lot more. There's psychics on here too, by the way, guys. Too, if you're into wanting to learn about psychic reading, ESP abilities or spirituality. There's tarot card readings on here too, with different people, different psychics from all over the place. And there's one guy from the United States by the name of Nick. He comes on with he has one of those big, huge spiritual boards that he comes on with, and he does a full psychic reading. Now, mind you, a lot of those psychic shows, you can go in and follow them, but again, to actually get a psychic reading while they're live, they do have a PayPal poll. That you do have to pay money to get a live psychic reading for them, to give you a psychic reading. So if they're drawn to you, the way they put it, then they have no charge for to do your psychic reading. But if you just want a psychic reading done, they'll tell, when they're on live, they'll tell you how much it costs per hour. For their time, when you tune in on their shows while they're live, for them to do a live psychic reading. If they're not drawn to you, because you want a psychic reading, then you have to pay them money. But if they're drawn to you and they connect and contact you, I guess the way they do it is they don't charge you for that. They're all over, like I said, they're all over the place, all over Facebook. They're also slowly working on Twitch, and that. A lot of them are all slowly going with Twitch. So again, like I said, you can tell we're getting close to the fall month, especially October, and the October season and that kind of stuff too. I can't even believe we'll be 38 this year. Man, I'm getting old. But I won't be till October. So again, I probably will get some party supplies and come live on either YouTube, probably be a social and anything. Excuse me. So there's also going to be when we get into October, you will see a lot of haunted houses going live on Facebook Live. They'll be all over the place. They'll be on Twitch Live. They'll be showing up on YouTube Live. All the haunted houses will be all over the place for the month of for Halloween month, which is the month of October. Now because we had a Friday the 13th fall on the Friday 13th. We had the what was it, the 13th date fell on a Friday in July. There is not another Friday the 13th for a while down the road, I don't think. We don't have a Friday the 13th. We don't have the 13th falling on a Friday in October of this year, so we're good that way. So again, we Jokers on Duty, we will not have that extra show. Again, we're strictly Devil. It will be strictly going all the way through to Devil's Night. So again, Devil's Night, Halloween. So again, Devil's Night, I'm looking at. Hopefully, I get my order my supplies by Devil's Night at least. So that way we are going to be able to spook you with. Hopefully by then, the whole studio here is going to be dolled up with streamers. Kind of. Hopefully, my cat is not going to pull down my lights again this year, like he does every year. Because every time I spend 5 hours putting those lights up, I had to fix a few bulbs, by the way, guys. I have to work out some duds with the lights because one string of lights is not working. So again, I have to get those working before Halloween night. So I had to take them down and get them working and that kind of stuff. So they will be going back up, and like I said, I'm not spending 5 hours to put them up and the cat pull them down. So we're gonna get them up again. So again, like I said, that there is going to be and also to the Halloween displays. Now this year, instead of wasting all my dirty laundry and them stinking out my dummies, my dummies are actually going to be loaded up with newspaper. So again, they'll be stuffed with newspaper, probably some dollar store cotton balls or whatever. Just let you know, guys, the dummies are not real. Everybody think, because they look so real on here on camera, they're really not real. That's why last year when we did the Haunted Hunter's Cabin last year, I took you through and kind of took the dummies apart, so you can actually see. We did actual live shows where you could actually see the dummies, what was inside them, what they were stuffed with. That you can actually see they were not real. They just look real on camera to scare you with it. And in the dark, when they're stuffed, they look real. Especially when you got a dummy stuffed on an ironing board and it's got draped over with a blanket. It will look kind of real. So again, just let you know, anything props you see on here is not real. It is only for Halloween. The dummies are going to be stuffed. I've got a my Ghostbuster suit is actually going to be stuffed. No, actually, I think I was going to wear it with Halloween supplies of mine, but no, maybe I will probably stuff it up with newspaper or whatever. And my witch's cloak is there too. So again, it is actually going to be dolled up on a dummy this year, definitely. So again, I'm going to have to mark off little corner sections, so I got to make room in corner sections where everything is going to go, and on how everything's going to be decorated up, and that's so again, like it is all coming together. So again, there's each corner of the rooms is going to have different decorations. Going across, just here, if you guys can see, across the top is going to be caution tape streamers like we did last year. I gotta get some stuff. I find that if it doesn't stick well with tape. Again, there's other tricks that I do to get it to stay up there. So I got my little tricks that I can actually get it to stay up there this time. So that way we get that all decorated. The closet door is going to be dolled up. The doors are going to be dolled up. So again, like I said, there is going to be my camera stand is actually going to be in use, which my camcorder stand is going to be in use because it is actually going to be it's going to be dolled up as a ghost as well, dummy ghost or demon ghost or whatever. I got a lot of ideas. Probably will run my karaoke machine that night with no music, by the way, just the microphones. Again, my headset, there'll be a couple shows again where you're going to see me in my headset. The ghost scans, the one prop that I am going to be using is going to be for a ghost scan. Please do not attempt to use the prop I'm about to use for Halloween. It is not a toy. Yes, it's made by Parker's Brothers, but there is what you call what it comes with a big responsibility and caution when you use it. If it is not used in the right manner, it can cause a little trouble. The prop itself. So again, because it's got a mind of its own. So that's just why I'm going to actually bring in 4 other people. So, and the 4 other people that I bring in, plus myself, have used these before, and we know what we're doing. And so again, I am going to bring in somebody from probably, if anything, it'll be from out of town. People I know that have used these things before, like I have. I was taught how to properly use them. Like I have a few friends myself that may come up for that for Devil's Night alone if they can make it. That I know that I went to high school with that are actually what you call New Age Wiccans. So in that belong to the actual Wiccan community. And that kind of thing, or Wiccan societies. So, like I said, so again, they will be making their way out to Wyerton, Ontario, probably for October 30th. If I email them ahead of time, if I email my friends ahead of time, they will be out. They'll make arrangements to come out for that night. They will drive the 6-hour drive just to come out to see me and that kind of stuff too. So, they get an early enough notice, they will be able to take the time off work and actually come out here and spend that evening with me and that kind of thing, and probably go home the next day. Not Halloween, but probably on the Wednesday. So, so again, like I said, that they're actually a close friend of mine. We went to school together. A couple of these guys, some of them we did. So again, that are now today that are actually now psychics and that kind of thing. They were born with the spiritual abilities and everything else like that, and they were, as kids, they grew up as Wiccans as kids, Wiccan kids. So that's is what I said. So they'll be making their way out this way, and that kind of stuff. And so again, like I said, like if this certain prop, please do not ever attempt to try to use it yourself. It has a lot of spiritual mind of its own. Technically, there's times where it will move on its own. And also, to the coolest part, too, it glows in the dark. It's a glow in the dark one. So again, a lot of horror movie fans do collect these. They're wonderful collectible items. But like I said, I do have it. Like I said, it is a type of prop that is treated has to be under lock and key. So again, order to have them. No, it is not. Just like guys know, no, it is not a gun. It is not a rifle. Nothing like that. It is treated like a gun and a rifle because on spiritually how powerful this board is. So again, it is under lock and key. Again, I have it in a locked briefcase. So again, it is there's only certain, like Halloween times. There's only certain times it can come out. So again, it is actually has the same type of treatment that it is actually got to be contained to be locked up in some type of a containment system. So of a locked briefcase or a locked glass cabinet or a locked up away in a locked cupboard. So again, it does a lot of spooky stuff. Let's put it that way. So you can turn your actual haunted house into a real live spook fest. So so it's got to be handled a certain way. So this is why I'm bringing my Wiccan friends out. So again, so the three, so them and me are the only ones that can handle this type of an item, that are trained properly to handle this type of board item, and that kind of stuff too. So it does not get in the wrong hands, or it doesn't get misused the wrong ways, and that kind of stuff too. So as long as the rules, as long as it is complied to the rules, like one of the rules with it is you do not use it in a cemetery, you do not use it in a hospital or senior home where people are deathly ill or could be dying. Those are the hot spots, or the no hot spots that they are to be avoided from being used. Because if it is used in a cemetery, yes, definitely something is going to interact. It is something spiritually is going to happen. If it's used in a hospital where people are dying or senior home where people are dying, it is going to have a big effect. It'll actually act up. Other than that, for safety precautions, even on the internet has the safety rules of it. I will be getting a print off of the safety rules, and they will be also be posted, not on Facebook, but in my studio, due to the fact that I am an owner of one. So again, it will be posted in my studio, somewhere on the wall, and on how to properly use it, where to use it, where not to use it, how to use it, how not to use it. So that way, it doesn't cause it. So that way, if at any point in time, if doors have to be closed, then automatically automatically I've got people here to shut those doors. I'm not talking about physical doors. I'm not talking about my wife going around being an Indian slamming doors all over the place because she has a temper tantrum. No, we're talking about spiritual doors. So that way, if anything happens to try to come through, anything comes through, we can shut those doors immediately. Spiritual doors. So this is why I'm going to actually have my Wiccan friends out here. We can have fun with it for Halloween, yes, but there is also risks and guidelines that we have to actually be cautious with putting on a haunted house too. So again, if it is used in the right manner, it won't act up and that kind of stuff. They assured me of that. So that's why my Wiccan friends will be out here for that actual, probably for Devil's Night alone. When that comes out and that kind of stuff, so that way it is not going to cause any spiritual hanky-panky in the middle of the night, because also too, in fact, we do live in an historical building, so an old building, very very old, 100-year-old building, a historical building. It is one of the oldest buildings in Wiarton. We're in the old part of Wiarton. So again, like I said, it used to be it used to be a bank, it used to be a different type of thing, doctor's office, Somebody had different theories on what this building used to be. Some say it used to be an old funeral home. Some people say it used to be an old doctor's office, hospital, bank. Different at one time, way back 100 years ago. It was the odds over the years. It was different things before it was an apartment building. One of the latest things, according to the history of one of the last things it was a bank. That all these apartments we live in is a bank vault. So technically, it is quite interesting on that one, and so we've got our safety precautions on that for Halloween in place, so that way we can provide you a good Halloween show. And even, by the way, when they make horror movies with these things, guys, too, they have to actually ensure safety with them as well. They do the same thing when they do actual horror movies, when they're using these kind of props. If they know spiritually they got a history, historical history to it, or causing any spiritual historical history to it, they actually do have to before they put it on the movie, to make sure everything is going quite smoothly and well. There is, by the way, actual on Netflix. There is a lot of documentary shows on Netflix and YouTube. What kind of risks you can be taking with these kind of things. So again, it is like they say, they are fun to use, but you have to be you do have to be careful on how you use them and where you use them, and what questions are asked or what questions are not to be asked, because it does in all categories. It will give you correct predictions and dates and everything else like that, and answer your questions very truthfully. There is times where it stutters, it can lie, so again, there is different precautions. So again, like I said, that there is going to be I am going to get the actual I'm going to actually print off the actual regulations from my wall, so it'll go behind me on one of the walls. So again, like I said, so again, this night, it is going to be, make sure that with these shows, especially when we go into a haunted house, haunted houses can get to a very frightening stage. So especially with the sound effects or whatever, with Facebook Live, it probably won't be using sound effects. It'll be more YouTube than anything. But even the presentation of the looks of the props itself could probably, even the dummies alone can scare you in the dark, especially when it's so authentically quiet. Haunted Fireplace will be back. Hour will be back as well. So again, like I said, make sure that it is also too, like I said, that the Facebook is open to anybody to follow and watch, but with it being a haunted house, a lot of kids get scared of haunted houses and that kind of thing. So make sure that anybody under the age of 18 that may have frightening, may have phobiaism or whatever, make sure they're accompanied by an adult. Or the best bet, don't follow those shows. So again, that way that you're knowing ahead of time that some haunted houses may put a jolt start into you and actually scare you. Because I am an authentical big time horror movie fan and fanatic. So again, anything to do with haunted houses, zombies, Dracula, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, I'm into. I do have comedies that I have, like science fiction, that I watch to break off the horror channels before I go to bed in my mind. so that way I don't have nightmares. I've been down that road too many times as a kid. Not fun. Even though I got over that. So again, also too, Joker's on duty. He's going the MF way. I just got to add stickers to it, but I got myself what you call one of those, it is a square box. It is a nice metal square box, locks up. So anytime anybody sits in my home and on my shows, they come out with the dirty language, they got to pay a toonie in the box. So they're gonna be broke if they got a dirty mouth. Where was my Allen key? So again, because we are live on Facebook, anybody sits in my on my side of the camera that's actually on the camera, they're gonna come visit. It'll be a guest on the show. Any swearing, they're losing a toonie, so be prepared to save your toonies, because you're gonna lose them if you come on here and start shooting off the sailor mouth and start swearing, or any swear language you slip. First time, I'm not worried about it, but it continues to go on with the guests. They're gonna be paying a toonie into the swear box, so they'll be losing a toonie. So if you don't want to lose your toonies, don't swear. Try to control the mouth. I know it is hard. I have that problem too myself. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I lose toonies into that thing all the time. But the good thing is because it's my swear box, my toonies always come back to me. You guys, your toonies ain't gonna come back to you. So there is a difference on that one. Just like MFers, they don't have a swear box; they have a swear jar, which is totally different. But his Michael Klotz's doesn't lock up under lock and key. He's got one of those bank holes. He's got to slide it in. So again, if you noticed, through on the top of my nickname profile, I've got my full name. My full name is Timothy S. Plain. I go by Tim. I go by Tim and Timmy for short. My camp summer nickname from when I was a kid is just a summer nickname, by the way. It is not connected to my real name. It is just a like a brotherhood street camp name, which I was known as a Gypsy Rover since I was a child, since summer camp. So if you hear the word Gypsy Rover, we find that is me still. I'm the same person. Sometimes I have long hair, but because I also work in a dentist office, also too in the summertime, because the way the heat gets, there is times where I do shave my head, especially because the fact I do work in a medical office. I cannot have long hair in a medical office. Again, it is. I have to have short hair. I actually have to shave my hair off because I work in a medical office. I work in a dental clinic. You cannot have long hair because you're in and around the lab. You know, you're in and around doctors, patients, that kind of stuff. So especially where they're working on teeth, whatever else like that. So they're doing open gum incisions and that kind of stuff. Can't get hair in there. So again, there's what you call very health protocols to that kind of a job. I only have, the good news is, because on how busy I get with Rotary, I am going to, I only have this month left of newspapers, and then I've resigned my paper routes, because I'm just so busy with volunteering in Rotary. Also because Optimist itself does not have many events left. Plus the fact they've done away with all their events. It's going downhill a lot more, that the president of the Optimist Club quit. I'm changing directions. I'm actually going Rotary. So I'm actually, and because the fact that I am a member of Friends of Rotary, which is a Rotarian club, we just have no voting rights. We don't vote. We can't vote, but we pay $50 a year, and we belong to Friends of Rotary, which is part of the Rotary, which is a Rotary club. So I am actually am a Rotarian, but just non-voting. So again, so far as Optimist goes, I am changing direction and going more because I can't afford to belong to both groups. So technically, and Rotary's doing more events, doing a lot more volunteer events. They've got more events going on. That is going very strong, and so technically, I needed more at Rotary than anything. So technically, I'm changing direction. I'm going the Rotary direction. So so that way I'll be moving around to different events as they come up with Rotary, which will be strictly, I'll be just doing Rotary events only, helping out at Rotary events only. Now, for Wyerton area, for July the 1st, Rotary does not do Canada Day for Wyerton. I am actually looking at helping out in Southampton. So some members from here may go down to Southampton on July the 1st to help out with Canada Day in Southampton or Sauble Beach area, like Southampton does Canada Day out at Sauble Beach, which is Rotary. So again, it is Southampton direction. So like I said, so I will continue on helping out with a Canada Day festivity, but it won't be Wyerton. It will be with some of our Wyerton people will go and help out with the Southampton group. So I'm going to hook up with Rotary International. People anybody from Rotary International, Wyerton, if they're going out towards Southampton for that July 1st to help out, I'm carpooling with them and going out to help out with Canada Day, either side of Sauble Beach or Sauble Beach and out. So, excuse me. Like, I live here, but I'll be going out there to help. Same with my Maple Magic coming up in the spring, which is the spring of 2019, which is out at the Oak Farm. I'll be going out there to help out and that kind of stuff too, to help out Rotary there. And then in June is Amazing of 2019. Amazing Race will be back, and with August. The first weekend of August, which is Civic Holiday Weekend here in Wyerton, will be August 2019. Will be the Rotary Village Fair again, and the Shore to Shore Run marathon from the Elk Farm into Wyerton. I'll be helping out with that next year. I'll be getting in on those projects next year to help out wherever the help is needed. Even if it's just supplying the runners with water or whatever, helping them hand out water to the runners and that kind of thing. You're going to need it because it can get hot out there. So again, like I said, there's more options with Rotary than there is than what Optimist has. Because Optimist has gone downhill enormously. So I will be resigning Optimist and going Rotary direction only. So that way everything is easier on me, and so again I am filling my time schedule up totally different here, and making myself more available than anything. So again, this way there won't be a crisscross confliction, and that way I'm only instead of being with two service clubs, I'm only going to be down to one service club. So again, that'll be so that is what is set for the new year, or before. Other than that, Rotary, we do have our golf tournament coming up in August, which is coming up, which is a big golf tournament, by the way, which is out at the golf course. Um, so again, I'll be doing some. Probably gonna go out and help out with that as well. I'm actually going to make myself available for Maple Magic next year. So again, I'll be there. So strictly, I will be only servicing Rotary only. I'm no longer going to be a part and service Optimist. At all. Means directly I'm going Rotary direction. So I'm doing more. I'm going to be going and doing more for Rotary than anything, because they've got a lot of good lineup of events where they need the help at and that kind of stuff as well. So again, with Optimist, there's no events left, nothing. They've gone downhill too much. So which is kind of an understanding. So I'm going to actually give my resigning. I will be resigning Optimist itself. Just like, the symbol behind me, guys, is people get confused. The symbol behind me is Rotary International symbol, which is a sailor wheel, ship wheel, where it says up here, it says Rotary, and then it says International. That's the Rotary. That's what a Rotary symbol looks like. Optimist is some stupid alien thing, which got a church pulpit, and it's got a little bit of a swirl to it, and that kind of thing. So that is kind of different. Those symbols are totally different. But this one here, guys, is this here examples Rotary. So again, so those are some of the updates. Plus, Rotary also is going to do a float. They do every year. I think they got the same plans this year as well. Rotary is going to do a float this year for the Santa Claus Parade. And so again, Rotary International, Friends of Rotary, Rotary International itself is going to have a float in the parade, like they do every year. So again, the Rotary is out more and doing more. Is a lot more stronger in events, and there's a lot more. They're more powerful when it comes down to running fundraisers or events or whatever like that, kind of stuff like that. And so again, you never have to worry about them dropping things, or cutting back on events, because they're always running and operating more and more events. They keep adding up. They're not downsizing their events or taking away their events. They're actually making them bigger and better and stronger, which is that I like. Optimist now is kind of funny because Optimist has done away with the fancy tea. Willy Weekend, they've done away with. They're talking about doing away with the fashion show again, and also too, there's some talk that they want to do away with. They want to hand Canada Day over to another group. Now, that's what I said. That's what I said. It could end up being Lions Club or whatever. Or back to the township. So there's a lot of everything's up and down like a marionette puppet with the Optimist bunch. So I'm actually going to give my recognition to them. And basically I'm a paid up member with Friends of Rotary. So technically I'm technically going Rotary direction. So as for my service club, I will be going Friends of Rotary. So I'll be doing more with Rotary. So again, with more events and that kind of thing, going to help out the Rotary events more so because I'm needed more there than anything. There's more volunteer work there available than there is for the Optimist. So I'm going where the work is. So again, I'm going where the volunteer work is. So where it is more of a bigger success than is being less of a success. So so those are some of the updates, and Also, to the odd time, I still sit back and play my video games and watch movies. I got my shelf units full of movies. I got that big cupboard back there full of movies. All my horror movies, I've got them all in divide sections. Again, I've got everything from space section. I've got everything to action section. I got everything from comedy section, war, you name it. All my horror movies in that big cupboard behind me. All full of horror movies. The whole top shelf, all full of horror movies. And then I've got my bar fridge that I always keep stocked up. I'm going to get my birthday party supplies, and it's going to be stocked up in the fridge. And that. Oh, by the way, I just also too, guys. If you guys are looking for very cheap places in Wyerton to buy movies, DVDs, for Blu-rays alone, you can go to Home Hardware Building Center, about $9, maybe a little cheaper. Same with DVDs. Salvation Army thrift store, very cheap place to buy DVDs and Blu-rays, and even VHSs. And also to the other place you can go now is Foodland. There's a bin at Foodland. I just bought this one here from Foodland. Whole shelf at Foodland for mixed between $4.99 and $9.99. Up at Foodland store, there is a movie bin where you can buy DVDs. No, I haven't seen no Blu-rays there yet again, but so far it's all DVDs that you can get from $4.99 up to $9.99. Very cheap place, a bin full that you can buy movies from. Really cool deal. Very cheap place to buy them. So again, they're getting very stocked up in movies, and that they have a big selection to choose from today, and that kind of thing. I went buy my pop, which was on sale too. Then I stopped by, and I'm like, hey, cool. There's been choice of movies. They had all three for $4.99. I think $4.99 or $9.99. They had all three of the Jurassic Parks there in the bin. So again, it's like, go check it out. So again, like I said, that is really cool. And then also too, where the tea room used to be, I guess somebody said there was supposed to be another new coffee shop in town. I have never tried it out yet. I have no clue where it is. I haven't even seen it. It's somewhere up and down Burford Street. But anyways, where the old tea room is, the old learning center is on Burford Street. In there's a little bookstore. You can also buy DVDs there for $3 a piece. Sometimes I go in and see her, and I buy some DVDs for $3. Not a bad deal. She sells cheap books too. So again, like, whatever book you're looking for, she has it in there. If you're looking for picture books, if you're fairy tale, horror books, that's who I might see, because there's one book I'm looking for that I might want to get. That I'm not paying $122 for a paperback book. No way. You pay for on Amazon. They can go shove that up to Keister. just for because of the shipping, and it probably comes out of that because of the shipping and costs and that kind of stuff too. But just for a book that I like that was by Washington Irving, you go on Amazon, they want $129 alone, plus tax, and also on top, plus your shipping and handling. For the Legend of Sleepy Hollow, for the whole thick paper book alone of it, which is probably 100 pages long. Like I said, not everything in the movies is like, everything in the book is way different than the movies. So like I said, that's man, that is climbing up the hill there. For a good book. Now, if I do read a book, that's the kind of book I probably read. Other than that, I don't read books. I put my DVD in my DVD player, and I turn on the subtitles, and that's as close to a book I get. And I read the subtitles, and I read my movie as I'm watching a movie. I read it like a book. I have to do that with my one movie because it is in Spanish. It was never made in English. Pan's Labyrinth was never ever made for English viewing. In the English language, it was only made for Spanish culture only. It was only made in Spanish. So I put the English subtitles up so I can actually sit there, and as I'm watching the movie, I read it just like you would a book. So again, like I said, that is really cool at that end on that one. And so again, over in the future time too, because I think this DVD player of mine is not going to last much longer. I'm actually looking at buying a combo DVD player and Blu-ray player together in one system. Later on down the road, I'm going to replace this. I've had this one for years. I'm going to buy a brand new DVD and Blu-ray player in one, and a combo, and replace this old DVD player and that kind of thing. So again, that is on my to-do list. I got a lot of things on my to-do list, and that. So also too, also come December, Santa Claus Parade is all the same. I don't need to live stream that. I did that last year. Remembrance Day Parade, I did that last year too. I live streamed that as well. That's all the same. It stays the same every year. I don't need to live stream that again this year. New Year's now is different. It does change because the year changes or whatever. We can change the show. We can change the show around for that. Not a problem every year. So again, New Year's is going to stay this. New Year's is going to stay coming on live. So again, New Year's we're gonna keep live streaming New Year's because New Year's always changes. So again, that is some of the updates. We're always looking for new ideas and that for live to live stream on our shows and that kind of stuff as well. And whatever opportunities we get, we go for it. And so again, like I said, that is some of the updates. And I'm probably gonna sit back and probably finish watching my movie that I have to rewatch for the 4th time in a row. But my fridge is really getting a good makeover behind me here. It's looking better than me. But again, I put that in as a joke as well. And so anyhow, I hope everybody has a great night. And thank you for tuning in. And this was your Jokers on Duty. Have a great night, guys. Bye.